Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Now I'm sorry to report that this race unfortunately was sabotaged by a sticky watt bot. And I'll talk you through what that means, but what I want to know from you guys is this and what's happened in this race, is it actually sticky watts first of all? Secondly, is it gaming the system? And thirdly, does it even matter? I mean, I got a good workout, so what, if you excuse the pun. Now let's talk about sticky watts. Now sticky watts is basically when power is manipulated by almost microbursting a hard effort and then coming off the gas and then repeating that. And I believe that this person was doing that. Now, this is a stacked race as well. 3 competitors on the road here, and you can probably see by the start that I was actually late for this race, so I had to sprint back on immediately, which I've now done, which is good. And yeah, 3 competitors in this one, so it's going to be a very intimate race. And you know what? Sometimes I don't mind these intimate races. It gives me a chance to fight for the win against a couple of other people. But I don't mind doing it when it's fair. But when it's unfair, that really grinds my gears. Anyway, let's get into this one. Now, this race itself is called Toefield Tornado. It's one of the new New York routes. And actually, I'm absolutely loving the expansion that Zwift have done. So thank you, Zwift. It's good to have some new roads to have these sort of races on. And as you can see, as I bring up the profile here, we've got 2 little kickers, one halfway through and then another one straight afterwards, and then it's flat to the end and then back down to the little kickers again. Couple of laps of this. Really good course. Really enjoyed this course, actually. Hopefully they'll bring this one out on maybe one of the ZRL races or one of the FRR Super 6 series. It would be really good to see this one in there, but an enjoyable little course nonetheless. And I've been training quite hard recently, so honestly I've been doing like VO2 workout session this week, lots of zone 2, and I feel like I have been putting in some decent training sessions, which is good. And I actually do feel quite strong on the bike at the moment. Basically ready for this season of ZRL. Plan to do the first race this Tuesday, so check out the video which will come out a little bit afterwards, probably Wednesday next week. But yeah, I was ready for this one and really excited to have a little kind of 3-up battle here. And my aim, as per always, is to sit in and see if I can do a little attack on the incline. Now you can probably guess which person I'm talking about with the sticky watts or the microbursting. So what is microbursting? Well, I've put it on the screen there, so have a read of that at your leisure. But you can see here, I'm not talking about Black, who's in 2nd position at the moment. I'm talking about the other person. You can see, look, watts go up and then watts go down. And that is what watts go up and then watts go back down. And it's exactly the same, literally the whole way through the race. Now, we are on a little bit of an incline here, so at this point, I'm not sure if I noticed anything going wrong, but I'm just literally trying to hang on the back here, and I'm doing a pretty good job, to be honest with you. I didn't really know how fast either of these two were going to be, so I'm just gauging this as like almost my first effort, just to see if I can, I don't know, almost pull away without having to do too much over my limit. But I was definitely feeling it at this point, and as we crest here, they're both still with me, and you know, I have burnt a little bit of a match there, but I'm happy that I've done a pretty good job. Now, there's actually not much recovery until the 2nd little incline. I'm just running it forward here. And I'm not going to point out the watts all the way through the race, but just try and keep a look and see what happens. Literally, the whole entire race, and it is exaggerated sometimes. You know, it goes down to the 2.1, 3.1, and then back up to 6 or 7, and then back down again. It goes up and down, up and down. Now, if that is microbursting, then I'm not sure if it's, you know, classed as cheating. I don't know, but for me, it just felt a little bit unfair. Now, I did check out this person's profile just after the end of the race, just to see clarification for me, really, just to see if it was something that is, you know, the normal pedaling stroke. But the profile was private, so that's fair enough. But I did check the person's weight, and apparently they've been the same weight since 2023. So, and anyway, look, I've not got any problems with people being the same weight. You know, that does actually happen, and I've done loads of videos about that before. But, you know, I wish I was the same weight for the last 2 years, exactly the same weight. Anyway, this is a fun race. We do this for fun. I'm having a good time. I'm having a good workout. It doesn't matter You know, that is what I keep telling myself. But I really enjoy Zwift racing. I absolutely love it. And it just, for me, I just wish everyone could be as honest as the majority of the people on this platform, because I think the majority of the people on this platform do it for the same reason as I do. They want to get fit, they want to have a good time, they enjoy the social aspect, which I absolutely love. And you can see here that that person has just clawed back what was an 8-second gap just from, I think, using either sticky watts or microbursting, whatever you want to call it. So what do you think? Is that microbursting? Is it sticky watts? And should I even be bothered with it? Or should I just race my own race and get on with it? Which, to be fair, it annoyed me during the race a little bit, but still, it was a good little heads-up race between JB and myself in the end. So, and it was good. We were having a little bit of banter all the way through, which was absolutely fine. Now we're just coming up to the end of the lap here, and you know that is 6.7 miles done. So what do you think of the course as well? I think the course is pretty decent. I think, as I said before at the start of the video, I think Zwift have done a really good job with the New York expansion. I am hankering for another Alp de Zwift though. That is what I'd really like to see. You know, whether it's a Stelvio, or imagine if they brought out the Mallorca island. How cool would that be? I think that would get a lot more people on Zwift. But you know, what do I know? I just enjoy the racing side of it. So here we go then, we're coming up to the final couple of inclines on this one, and at this point I was feeling not too bad, if I'm honest with you. I was still raging inside, but apart from that, I thought I'm just going to sit on for these last two climbs. I'm not actually going to do any of the leading, because there's no point, because we'll probably just get caught up anyway. So I let JB lead out, and then the other person here was using some quite large numbers, quite strong watts there, and time for us just to sit on here and just have a little chill before the final climb. Now, I didn't actually think anyone would get away on these little punchy climbs. I thought it would come down to the end. I didn't particularly feel like doing a long attack for the same reasons. I thought that I would, it'd be difficult to shake anybody off, basically. And as we come up this last little incline here, the heart rate is not too crazy, but use my power up in the right place, and we get to the top here, and we're pretty much okay. So it is going to come down to a sprint. Now, I actually didn't want this person to win the sprint, so it actually gave me a little bit of extra determination to win this race. So hey, you could say that it even, helped me push further on. So maybe we need more of these people in Zwift races. No, that was a joke, by the way. We definitely don't. So what I'm going to do is, you can see that I've got a van power up. I'm just going to stay towards the very back here. And I normally go with 0.2 miles to go. But once again, I thought I would leave it as long as possible. It's a new course. I didn't really know what to expect. And as we come up to the 0.2 to go, no one's gone yet. So I'm just holding on. The further I can hold on, the better chance that I've got, I think. Now, just before I was about to pop my power up, that person did there. And I get on it straight away. And I am giving it literally everything I've got here to try and win this one. I'm clawing it back very, very close. I think I might be able to do it. Just coming to the end. And unfortunately, I didn't quite make it. But that's not to worry, because as expected, the sticky water didn't have a Zwift Power account. So I'm going to claim the victory on Zwift Power, which was good. Now, at the end of the day, it's been a great workout. And I have still enjoyed it, but honestly, people, I guess, are just cheating themselves when they're doing that. But what do you think? Put it in the comments. Interested to hear what you think about it. As always, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.